For the record, the first memorial to the sinking of the Titanic in 1912 is here in Augusta, Georgia. For the record, the first memorial to a Georgia victim of the sinking of the Titanic is here in Augusta, Georgia. And for the record, the only bridge named after a man named Butt is here in Augusta, Georgia. The Butt Memorial Bridge was dedicated a century ago by a crowd of thousands and dignitaries from around the country, including former President William Howard Taft. Butt, an Augusta native, had been an aide and trusted advisor not only to Taft, but President Teddy Roosevelt. The bridge is made of stone, featuring 4 pillars topped with bronze-banded globes placed over electric lights. 4 lions with plaques adorn each side and end of the bridge, while lights are strung from one end of the bridge to the other. A memorial plaque is located on the center of the bridge, dedicated to Butt's memory. The bridge spans the Augusta Canal at 15th Street in the downtown area. But it almost didn't make it. In 1994, the city tried to take advantage of a federal grant that would have brought in millions, but they would have had to have realigned 15th Street. And in doing that, they would have had to demolish the bridge. And so the Save Our Butt campaign was launched. Fundraising concerts were held, one in 1994 and another in 1995. The money generated helped stave off the destruction of the bridge for a few years until an act of Congress saved it. Later, a second bridge was built nearby over the canal, which decreased traffic and wear and tear on the grand old bridge of 15th Street. Saving the bridge is a good thing because Major Archibald Butt deserved a memorial. There are few Georgians who earned the trust of 2 U.S. presidents. Archibald Butt was born in Augusta in 1865. He started as a newspaper reporter. Military service followed in the Philippines and Cuba in the aftermath of the Spanish-American War until he was tapped by President Theodore Roosevelt in 1908 to become his military aide. Butt stayed in that position with President William Howard Taft. Officially, Butt's 1912 mission to Europe was to deliver a word of thanks from Taft to Pope Pius X, but the trip also was a chance to relieve some stress caused by the looming split in the Republican Party and Butt's now divided allegiance to both presidents. He was returning aboard the Titanic from a 6-week journey in Europe when the ship hit an iceberg April 14, 1912, and sank the next day about 700 nautical miles east of Nova Scotia. When the Titanic began to sink, Butt did his duty. He helped others who were panicking. He remained resolute and he stood firm, much like the bridge that remembers him.